You're good in my book if you have figured something out, right? Because there is a ton of shit out there. Holy crap. If you have figured out, if you really have an edge, not just an edge where you get up to it and it's a cliff and you just fucking fall off of it repeatedly, you're good. It's all about taking profit. Never going to make any money. Never going to make any money. I always ask people, hey man, you ever withdraw? You ever withdraw for those exchanges? Or is it just, so let me see your deposit and withdrawal records. That'll tell you a lot about a trader real fast. All their bullshit will come right to the surface when you look at that. It's like, oh, I see. Lots of deposits. Very telling. Very telling indeed. But knock on them. It's just the point, the hammer at home. Guy, take your profit, guy. Or gal. That's all you got to do. Crying out loud. Like I said, on this big candle, right? On the low time frames, 3 minute, 6 minute, whatever. I'm looking to this 95 for Laplace level once this thing started hammering down. Because I guarantee on those low time frames, you got a good entry. We were looking at them. That bear div was building. I mean, that was a no-brainer. No-brainer, especially when you know what's getting ready to happen at 8:30. And you're watching, I'll say it again. I mean, there's nothing else to say. It's a no-brainer. It becomes like that when you understand what you're looking at. And then I'm front-running this level. I'm front-running it. Did it get overshot? Yeah, it did. That was a powerful candle, man. A lot of selling going on. But look where it pulled back up inside. Only closed this one candle below the second standard deviation. Wick down below, pulled back up. Probabilities dictated that. Now the probabilities are dictating this thing's probably going to fly right back up to the 1SD. Which isn't far. A couple $100. So, yeah, for Bitcoin, you do that in a 1 second candle. I looked at the S&P minis earlier. 2 3-minute candles, 4% move down.
Wow.
6 minutes. 6 minutes. And when did it happen? 08:15. And the big candle was right when the CPI printed. Pew! Down. So this is Bitcoin. But God, you put this on the minis. Look at that. Ridiculous. Dumpy. Got up. Only got wicks through the first standard deviation. Right when this ran up through, when this thing started pulling back, there was a little warning sign there. I mean, we could pull up the charts. I'm sure you can see it. Let's see. I'll show you right now. Get on the minis. Get on first to 15. Let's take a peek. Yeah, man. Okay, so here's the first little 15-minute move. I mean, divergence between returns and price action. Got 2 lower highs here, higher highs over here. Perfect timing right before you see that div building right before that CPI print. And we know how these markets are going to react. This isn't news, right? This is just fucking people panic selling. Let me see here. Bet the 5, let's see the 9 minutes. Yeah, even this last on the 9-minute chart here, you're getting these real steep returns oscillator moves here. These are higher highs, lower highs, and then just wham. 1 9-minute candle. Whoop. Crazy. Crazy.
Yo, I just quickly want to say something.
Yes, sir.
It has been many years since I've seen the name Digital Lemons.
Yeah, I just know. Nice.
Like, welcome, bro.
Welcome, Lemons.
Yeah.
Fucking sneak in here.
We want real traders. I know digital fucking trades, right? That's what
Oh, I
we want.
love it.
We want people that actually trade, not just go around Discord to Discord bashing. We want traders. So yeah, 45. I mean, look at the minis on the 45 minutes setting up that bear div. Had an out that in that previous 45-minute candle ran an outlier up into the 95% confidence interval, shot down through. I mean, we're talking 99.9% down here probably. 2 outliers, one to the top side, one to the downside. All volatility, right? Volatility. Had this little move right here on the variance. It was coming back down, negatively correlated. So it walked up and then bam, you get an outlier. You get an outlier to the downside. Negatively correlated volatility spreading from the mean. Let's see. We don't have to actually even look at the AVR. I mean, we know. So I just love variance. Simplified version, right? Powerful. And we got our entropy. Was it a trend? Yeah, man. Hell, it started trending to the top side on the 45. Then the predictor broke when it got into hard trend. Yeah. People are like, well, how do you get into that trade? I'm not on the 45 minute. I'm getting my entries down here, right? We talk about this all the time. What do we got? 7 minutes. If I was actively trading today, this intraday, freaking out, I'm taking one peek. I wake up, I'm going to see how the traditional markets closed yesterday, get an idea of probably what's going to happen, and then bam, I'm right on the 4-hour, 90-minute, 45, 33, 15, 9, right? Just getting using a good workflow. That's where people don't get the best entries. You're not understanding what you're seeing through all these different time frames, especially dropping down through them. I know a lot of people like to go up through them. I do everything a little bit backwards. It works better for me. And then when I'm down here on the 6-minute or the 3-minute or the 1 minute and I'm getting my entries, you know where to put risk on, right? It was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer that this is going to be risk on to the downside, but you got to be careful. You got to take your profit. Why do I say that? Because I know right now how far outside all these assets, all these indices, man, they're outside of the daily volatility ranges. The only one really staying, you got these S&P minis, right? They got halted. This is the bottom right here, about 3,500. Bitcoin though, I mean, Jesus, Bitcoin's way outside. Yeah, I mean, here's Bitcoin's up here at 18.6 area. And I mean, you start closing candles below this 95 for Laplace, the second standard deviation, both on the daily, you're going to run this thing down. Good thing, you got this weekly support level, weekly volatility support level right here. Right here, little, 18.1, 18.2, right in that area. And then, of course, down below, you've got all these daily distribution levels that probabilities are going to dictate what's going to happen. We know that. We've been studying this stuff for a while. There's not a better way, in our opinions, to figure out what's going on in a random market. If you don't understand the distribution, you're lost. Now, there's people that have been trading a long time. You can figure some shit out, right? I'm not saying people can't win trades. Hey, don't you want to know what's going on? Don't you want to know how to get these good entries? Where to take profit at? We don't sit in trades. It's silly. The whole reason why we created all this is because we want to trade like the algos, right? And not even that, We want to be able to recognize what these algos are thinking. The main thing is that divergence between the price action and returns, the return on your investment. That's why we get smart people in here. They'll catch on quick. They're like, okay, don't really get it yet, but there's something to this. Of course there is, right? We're not just blowing smoke up people's asses. These are the types of things you really want to understand. You really do. And once you can recognize what these algorithms are doing, man, dude, we're just jumping on their coattails, right? They are just monsters. On these low time frames, it is a massive Shark Tank. They are just chomp, 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 leaving crumbs everywhere. Hundreds of millions of dollars of crumbs just laying around. So we're jumping on the coattails and we're just scooping them up and taking quick profits. Boom, 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 boom. Crazy. That's how we like to trade. That's how I like to trade. That's what creates a profitable trader. So people talk about being a profitable trader, but then you literally watch a trading session. You're like, hey man, you know you need to take that profit, right? That's how you become a profitable trader. Got to take profit. Got to limit your loss. The P&L will reflect that. Will reflect that big time. There's no doubt about it. People think sitting in a move over months, getting these 1,000% over leveraged moves, that, oh, that's just the all it is, right? No, it's not. You're missing so much. You're missing so much. And you're walking around, you're in those long-term trades and you know how volatile these markets are. Are you ever at ease? It's affecting your entire life. I know people. Hell, I've been like that years ago. And it's fucking not fun, man. You're always worried. Right? What's it doing? What's my trade doing? How am I? We going to get a fucking $10,000 candle today and just wreck me? Yeah. You just got to take profit. That's all there is. That's why we stress it so much. Let me see here. Buy. I want to kick this on SPY real quick. Pre-market. It's just hanging right there under 350. Boom. Okay. SPY. Let's see what you're doing here. Is this a daily? Let me turn the other one on real quick. The 1111. Okay, we're seeing what's right between them. Got the 3011 and the 1111. And literally price action's pretty much dead in between them. We got a lot of room to run here, though, to the downside. Where are we on the weekly? And I know if you're looking at this on screen, you're like, what is that jumbled mess? Yeah, it might look like that, but yeah, I know exactly what everything on here is. Just trying to get a beat on these reverse means. Now, I know the other day on the weekly, man, these things were changing, right? They were kind of giving a warning signal of a flip around, but yeah, they are strong. Correlation strong. The predictor's strong to the downside. Starting to trend. I mean, we're trending on a weekly, literally. SPY is trending to the downside. BTC, not as bad. Not as bad. But, I mean, we were sandwiched up here between these reverse means, right? For a while. Couple months. Hell, 3 months. We're dropping below now. Dropping below now. Let me see here. Where is this one SD band? A little under 17. So the one SD band on the 3011 is, 16.8 area. And that is a weekly 95.4 Laplace. I mean, right now, we pretty much, until this morning, we were just ranging in between the 68.3 Laplace on the weekly. Now we drop below it. Right now we drop below it. So what am I looking at? So I'm looking at the weekly. We're below the 68.3. The daily candle closes down here. This easily could push down to the first standard deviation. Where's that at? 17.5. That number just keeps popping up. 17.5. Then we got to see how it reacts there. Now, obviously, it's Thursday. We know Bitcoin's been a little dry over the weekend, so What's it got in store for us today and tomorrow? Not really digital. Yeah, we're gonna start doing YouTube live streams, which I just got to get OBS on my iMac, and it's gonna be the same. We're gonna be streaming into Discord. We're just gonna stream it live on YouTube, and we just want to be really careful too. Live trading, I got to figure something out. Because it would probably be okay to show entries and stuff as long as I'm not showing exactly where I'm taking profits, all that stuff. Yeah, for sure, man. It is for sure. Okay, why is this 4 hour for some reason fucking screaming at me, wanting me to look again? You turn on the 1111. It's gonna bring me right over here. SPY. Okay. Whoop. How'd these charts open up? Let me see here. What is this? Yep, exactly where I wanted. 4 hour. So we're trending to the downside on the 4 hour. Volatility sloping negative. Starting to expand. I mean, all the fishers are down too. DLP's building. Z-score's just like, yeah, we're hanging. Not giving any read. Having an outlier on the 4 hour though. See if we see, this 90 minutes down to the downside, which is perfect for what I'm seeing on that's what whoops, real quick. Where are you? Did you drop all the way down through? Holy shit, it did. 1, 2, 3, 4. SPY opens up below its first standard deviation and below outside of its daily volatility range, which is at 350. We got this weekly level here, probably in S2, just like Bitcoin. Yep. This 95 for Laplace down here at 343. We're going to have to see how this weekly level handles this. If it kicks up from here, all good. Probably going to shoot back up to and get into the 68.3 range. Daily, yeah, we didn't drop through any daily range. So this thing is up here. Just there's some liquidity here waiting. This could have got some people into some really bad positions. But yeah, I would imagine it closes some 15-minute candles below this weekly level. It's going to shoot down to this 95 for Laplace. And from there, probabilities take over. I always go with them. All right. That's why if I'm not already taking profit, if I'm hitting 95.4% levels, that I'm definitely taking profit. 100%. Why would I go against that kind of a probability? That's just slapping yourself in the face. And then when it doesn't work for you, you're like, whoa, the probabilities were telling me I should be taking the profit. Why didn't I? Yeah, that's the thing about trading. It's the hardest thing to do for people. Take profit, right? They can all willy-nilly grab any entry they want and just sit in crazy positions. Well, I was underwater. Now I'm above water. Now I'm under. Now I'm above. They're just sitting in these crazy trades instead of trading low time frame volatility. Oh yeah, Tesla getting reckoed too. Jeez. Solana and Tesla.
Step brothers.
Yeah. Win. Of course, Dixie was almost up to 114. I'd like to see oil drop. God, man, look at VIX. VIX is fucking with us, P-Funk. It's nuts.
Bro,
Fucking not doing shit.
Vic's naughty today.
I'm telling you, man. I just got this feeling. This thing's gonna pop back up. It's not a feeling. I mean, we know where we're at probability wise. Daily volatility range. You know? We're way the probabilities are dictating this thing's gonna turn back up. The daily volatility ranges, same.
5-day VIX still looks like it's got some steam in it.
Yeah.
RO.
Pre-market move. I'm surprised this thing didn't jump at least 1%.
Yeah.
It's down a little. It's like, I see, you little booger. NASDAQ. But I remember I was looking literally at, it was pretty much a little bit after 8, and I'm looking at the SPY minis, the NASDAQ minis, and it was a flip, right? It was like the SPY minis were up about 80 points. The NASDAQ minis were up about 350. I went, made coffee, sat back down on the computer, and it had totally flipped. I was like, oh shit, let's go look at these VREs. Then you see those big monster 15-minute candles. Really, that it all happened in 6 minutes. NASDAQ, SPY, both of those minis, Bitcoin, right when the CPI printed. Boom! Panic selling. We're all screwed. Yeah. No, we're not. No, we're not. There's a lot of blood in the street. Be a vampire.
Drink
Be
it
a
up.
volatility vampire.
Ooh, new Discord name.
Volatility vamp. Like it too. Okay, so I started doing this intraday run here. Okay, so yeah, almost a 99.7 pre-market drop. Right? Crazy, man. And that's on the 90 minute.
Remember the other day I was asking you about SOXL? Take a look at it today.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, this is 3 times the semi-short.
Right.
No, the long. Yeah, this is the 3 times the semi-long. Look at this.
Jeez.
I wonder at what point do they have to recalculate because it's going, maybe it goes all the way to, $1.
Right.
You gotta be-
Holy crap. Yeah, and then what is SOXS, right?
Opposite side.
Yep.
Whee!
Socks
$90.
long, socks short.
Look at this thing.
Fucking mad train.
Almost a double in a month.
Who's got short shorts? Oh,
I want to
boy.
play that game, P-Funk.
What's that?
I want to play this Soxel and Soxus game.
Oh yeah, man.
This looks
That's
fun.
It does
This
look
one
fun.
in the T triple Q and the T and S triple Q.
What's the ticker?
T triple Q, S triple Q. Same thing, same format, but this is 3 times the triple Qs.
Oh.
Wow. That's good moves. Man, RO mean reversion just nails it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like these. I'm gonna play with these.
Yeah.
T triple Q and T triple S.
Yeah, no, T triple Q and S triple Q. And then there's one more. There's one more for, hold on. Then there's SPXL Sam Paul X-Ray Larry and Sam Paul X-Ray Sam. And these are 3 times the S&P. Look at these ones.
Oh.
So on a move like today, you know what I mean? Percentage wise, these are both 7% now.
Is that on FINRA?
What do you mean? Is that on FINRA? What do you mean?
The exchange? What's because I see SSPXL 7.
I don't know about that one. Yeah, it's on FINRA. It's just, these are like ETF stocks.
Yeah. I just can't find it in the search.
Yeah, Sam Paul X-Ray Larry. So the SPX is like the ticker version of the S&P of the SPY. So there's the SPY you can trade, and then there's the SPX, which you can also trade.
Oh, but
And then the SPXL and the SPXS are like just 3 times leveraged, playing, the same ticker, like as an ETF, just like those
Yeah, I found it now. It's
SOX.
just there's not 2 S's. It's just SPX.
Yeah, SPXL and SPXS.
Got you.
there goes the VIX.
And what's really good on these two guys is too, and this hopefully when you start trading this, Bilbo, is there's options on these, and these things move like the wind.
Oh, I bet.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm sure some people made some home runs today on these.
Oh,
Not that I'm swinging for the fences or anything, but you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. Nice.
So what is it? So so right now I have the minis down 2%. Okay.
Yep.
And so the SPY's down 2%, which means these SPXS is down 6.7%.
Wee. Holy moly.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing had an outlier
Oh yeah.
from the 99% confidence interval to the top side through the bottom. Boop. You don't see that often. Talk about a power move. Usually you get a little foreplay before you get rammed.
Well, they did the same thing with your Bitcoin. They jacked it up the 2 or 3 minutes ahead of time right before that. I mean, it's not a low time frame.
Oh yeah. And that right here, what is this? 33-minute. Man, that was woohoo. You're getting these outliers into these upper confidence intervals. And we looked at those lower time frames. There was bear div on all of them. Building, 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 just waiting for the plunge. And then PA was already trending. Predictor flipped. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Crazy markets. Gotta love them.
So right now the minis are just waving between the 2 SD bands below. I guess that would be 3 SD and 4 SD on the daily.
Right.
You can see
Yeah, I'm still looking for all these to get back in at least their daily range, man.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
We're on some deep probability levels and outside the daily. Yeah, Bitcoin, probably 18.6. We start running hard, it's going to just suck right back up to this 1 SD though. Probabilities, 68.3% chance that does happen. Only a 4.6% chance you're going to continue to close candles below this level. So, let's see. And considering this 1 SD is up and back inside this daily volatility range, which if anybody's confused, understand, here's the daily range. And you got S1, S2, S3, S4. Same to the top side. All right, here's the top. So that's another good way. I don't know if people have used, how long people have been using the VRE. These entire volatility ranges will expand and contract. And I'm telling you, they get tight like that. That's pretty damn tight. Usually they'll be a little more spread out. You get a ton of volatility, man. Ton of volatility. And that's when you get these tight ranges. So when you get these tight ranges most of the time. But you can see yesterday at a super tight range, the overall range was bigger. So it's not something you can write in stone. But when the overall daily range is tight, I've noticed it doesn't matter what the center's doing. This thing is going to fly around. How great would it be to see this thing just fucking turn around and fly to the top side? Give it like 19.5. Talk about a wreck party. Bring the trains out. Choo choo. People falling. All right. So now I can go back over here. Throw this on BTC. See VIX. Yeah, VIX is starting to creep up. Almost up 1%. Okay, Bitcoin. Let's see. Yeah, set up. Yeah. 90-minute. Definitely set up some bull div. We're getting some nice positively correlated candles, and correlation is zip right now. It was. But right, we're watching entropy too. Was that trending move over? It's close. It's close. And this is the 2SD, right? This white line's a 2SD band. I mean, go back through time and look at it. You do not stay outside that. That's usually where you're going to get a turnaround. It's usually when trend's going to be over on the entropy. You can even throw the 3SD band up there, which, let's see, it probably just hammered right to it. Where are you? Where are you, you little shit? There you go. It's at it right now. I'm gonna leave that on. Was this 90-minute? Let me save that. All right. Yeah, you're getting ready to. I mean, this entropy turns back up right here. It'll get back inside that 3SD band. It will get back up inside there. Yeah, you can see all these moves. I mean, they're hitting those 2-3 SD bands. And then trend over. Bitcoin's starting to creep. Or is this a 90? Fishers are starting to turn up off that bull div. Obviously, you got this confidence interval down through. I mean, this outlier down through the confidence intervals. And why do we always talk about outliers? What are outliers? Outliers are fat tail events within the distribution, meaning second standard deviation or more, right? 95.4% move or greater. Most times in this case, I mean, Jesus, we're up here 99.99999% land. That's where people are like, well, YouTube Jimmy said we were dumping. Hey, we did have a dump. If you understood the probabilities and where that dump went into the distribution, you'd understand it. Hey, man, you should have taken your profit. If you haven't already, do it. Take that profit. That's the thing with a lot of traders. I mean, sometimes you'll make some good calls. They just don't take their profit. And that's the difference. I get along with all traders. And I know who the good ones are because they'll immediately start talking about taking profit. I don't care if you trade tea leaves, man. If you're taking profit, you're good in my book. You're good in my book if you have figured something out, right? Because there is a ton of shit out there. Holy crap. If you have figured out, if you really have an edge, not just an edge where you get up to it and it's a cliff and you just fucking fall off of it repeatedly, you're good. It's all about taking profit. Never going to make any money. Never going to make any money. I always ask people, hey, man, do you ever withdraw? You ever withdraw off of those exchanges? Or is it just, so let me see your deposit and withdrawal records. That'll tell you a lot about a trader real fast. Oh, all their bullshit will come right to the surface when you look at that. It's like, oh, I see. Lots of deposits. Very telling. Very telling indeed. Which no knock on them. It's just the point. The hammer at home. Guy, take your profit, guy. Or gal. That's all you got to do. Crying out loud. Like I said, on this big candle, right? On the low time frames, 3 minute, 6 minute, whatever. I'm looking to this 95 for Laplace level once this thing started hammering down. Because I guarantee on those low time frames, you got a good entry. We were looking at them. That bear div was building. I mean, that was a no-brainer. No-brainer, especially when you know what's getting ready to happen at 8:30. And you're watching, I'll say it again. I mean, there's nothing else to say. It's a no-brainer. It becomes like that when you understand what you're looking at. And then I'm front-running this level. I'm front-running it. Did it get overshot? Yeah, it did. That was a powerful candle, man. A lot of selling going on. But look where it pulled back up inside. Only closed this one candle below the second standard deviation. Wick down below, pulled back up. Probabilities dictated that. Now the probabilities are dictating this thing's probably going to fly right back up to the 1SD. Which isn't far. A couple $100. So Yeah, for Bitcoin, you do that in a 1 second candle, zipping all over the place. So yeah, here we go. Let's see. These minis though, man, these minis are stuck in the dirt. 79 still. Let's see here. Dixie, why don't you go die? But yeah, not gonna happen. Go.
All right, brother. Thanks,
All
man.
right.
See you,
Yeah,
everybody.
you guys. See you tomorrow morning, 9
Ciao,
a.m.
bella.
Eastern Standard Time.
100%.